its own local language. Okay, no? Right. But can I say if I go to Maharashtra and I say Maharashtra local language is Telugu, is it acceptable? No. So the people cannot accept. Okay, no? So how you say in our India, so many states, and every state wise, it was having its own local language. Okay, no? Right. But come to all over the world, that means all over the India. If I compare to all over the India, what is the local language? Hindi. So Hindi is the local language we called. Why? Because that we representing national language of India. So every national language of the country is representing the local language of the country. Okay. So guys, here that means India was having so many states, every state having its own language. But when I call what is the local language of India, it means that we all of you say Hindi. Okay, now. So that is what Hindi is the local language of our India. Okay, because that was our national language. So same like this, how you compared your India. Okay, so now you can compare the world. Okay, if you compare the world, there are so many countries. Every country is having its own national language. Yes or no? If you go to China, Chinese. If you go to USA, English. Yes or no? If you go to some other Australia, Australian English, French, Dutch, Spanish. Okay, Arabic. If you go to Arabic countries, Arabic languages are there. Yes or no? So different countries, different languages. But if I want to ask you, what is the local language of the universal? Yes, of course, English we called. So based on that point, here also non-unique code. That means non-universal supported characters. Okay, it means local. Non-universal means local. So the local language is what now? English. So this language culture only we can store under non-unique code data types. Understand now? That is what. But whereas come to your unique code. But if you go to in the world, there is not only English language, there are different languages we have it here. Okay. For example, if you go to China, our beside country, so in China, almost 70 to 80% of transactions in their country. So 70 to 80% of transactions are going through in their language. That means Chinese language. Yes or no? But now that Chinese language data or information, if I want to store into databases, okay, then these non-Unicode data types are not supported. Then which kind of data type I need to store the Chinese language? Means I need a universal supported characters. That means unique code. Uni means what now? Universal. Supported. Code is nothing but characters. So universal supported characters can be stored. So universal supported means, can I say like this here, storing. Okay, can I say storing here? Globalized data. Can I say? Yes, globalized data means what now? All languages, but here it will be accepting here. Okay, which language means it was accepting all national languages. So officially, okay, how many national languages are there? Okay, in the universal, that all official national languages characters I can store under Unicode data types. So this is the first point, guys, here. The differences between non-Unicode and Unicode. So this is localized data supporting only English culture language, and Unicode, universal supported characters, it's nothing but globalized data. It support all national languages here. Okay, fine. And come back to next one here. In this category, okay, the people was introducing here two data types here. First one is called as char of size. And the second one is called as what now? Varchar 2 of a size. Okay, so varchar 2 of size. These two data types are comes under non-universal supported characters can be stored. And whereas come to Unicode, so in this, okay, so again it will be two types, guys, here. The first time it called as nchar of size, and the second one is called as here n varchar 2 of a size. Okay, no? So again, these are the two types here. And can you see, guys, here I was using here n. So can you see I'm using here n? So what is the mean by n here? Here N stands for national. Here N stands for national. So it was supported all national languages. Okay, now it support all national languages. Now, let me come out and see. These are the differences of non-uni and uni. Okay. And now let me see what is the differences between char and varchar2 and char and nchar and varchar2 and nvarchar2. So these all one by one we will discuss what is the differences here observed. Okay. The first one is called as here the char of size. Take first one, the char of size. So this data type is called as, guys, here it's called a fixed, okay, data type we called. Okay, otherwise even though we called as it is a static data type we called, it's called as a static. So guys, tell me what is the mean by static? Static means can we change or we can't change? We can't change. So when we can't change the value at runtime level or execution level, so the type of declaration is called as a static declaration we called. So static declarations we cannot change at your execution time, right? Now, so that is what static nature. And whatever the size was given by user at the time of creation, at the time of using, the size was fixed and the size cannot be changed. Okay. And this data type is going to be stored. The which kind of data it will be stored means I said it's unique code characters will be stored. Non-unique code characters will store, and every one character it will take 1 byte of memory. Every one character will take how much memory it was occupied here? 1 byte of memory. So this is char. And now come back here. This size, whatever it was there, guys, can you see the size was given? So what is the maximum size of this data type means? That was up to 2000 bytes of memory is going to be allocated. So that means each byte is having one character. 1 byte means can I store, okay, maximum how many number of characters can I store in this data type column? 2000 characters only I can store, but more than 2000 characters we cannot store it. Okay, so that's the maximum limit of your char of size. Okay, right. But guys, here we said it is a fixed data type, otherwise we call it a static. So when it is a static, what kind of problems we are going to be faced? Okay, let me see. Suppose I just created one column. That column is emp name, and I was applied the char of 10. Okay, for example. So now here the user was given the size. How much size he was fixed here? 10 size I was fixed here. And this is my declaration time. So when you creating a column along with char data type and whatever the size I was given here, the size will be fixed and cannot be changed at your execution level. Okay, right. So that means in this column, maximum, how many number of characters name can I store? Maximum 10 characters of name only I can store, but more than 10 characters of name I cannot store it. For example, one employee name is more than 10 characters. It means he was having 11 characters of name. The 11 characters of name, can I store here? No, it doesn't accept, because your size, how much you was given? 10. It was fixed. Okay. So suppose I just insert some information into this. So hello, I'm going to insert it now. So can you tell me, guys, here this hello string, can I insert into this? Yes, because my hello string is having how many number of characters? 5 characters. But what is my size here? 10 size. So it is within the range? Within the range or without the range? Within the range. So can I accept this? Yes, definitely. So hello. But guys, here tell me what we said. Okay, this character, one character purpose, 1 byte. So now how many characters here? 5 characters. So 5 characters means how much it was occupied? 5 bytes. 5 bytes, how many out of 10 bytes? Very good. Out of 10 bytes. So out of 10 bytes, it was occupied only 5 bytes only. So that means remaining 5 bytes. What happened? Wasted. Okay, so here remaining 5 bytes. Okay, remaining 5 bytes. What it was happening, guys, here? Wasted. It was a wasted. Okay, like this. Suppose are you inserting one more name, for example, hell. So now I'm going to insert this hell. Hell is accepted. Yes, L is also accepted. But hell is having how many number of characters? Yeah, 3 characters. So 3 characters means how much it was occupied? 3 bytes. Out of how much? 10 bytes of memory. How many wasted? 7 bytes of memory wasted here. Suppose another name I inserted he. So he is accepted. Yes. So he is accepted. How many bytes occupied? 2 bytes. Okay. Out of how many? 10. So total how many wasted? 8 bytes of memory wasted. So that means how many names I inserted? 3 names. For 3 names purpose, only I inserted 3 names. For the 3 names purpose, how many bytes of memory wasted here? 5 plus 7, 12, 12 plus 8, 30, 20. So 20 bytes of memory we wasted. For how many names? 3 names. For example, in my company, there are 100 employees are working. 100 employees names I'm storing. Then expect how much? It's a lot of now. Yes, so much memory I'm going to wasted here. Okay, so this is the problem of CHAR. And to overcome this problem, and why should I want to waste our memory? Okay, and very important thing, you all of you know, memory management is very, very important for our applications. So that is the reason in your Java.NET, you have a garbage collector. Yes or no? You have a garbage collector, automatic memory managements. Yes or no? So because of reason, in real time, when you're working in real time, memory is very precious because memory is not a free of cost. Memory is a money purchaser. Suppose you want to hard disk, you need to purchase hard disk. Hard disk is a free of cost? No, you need to spend some money now. Yes. So that's why memory is a not a free of cost, it is a cost. So that's why the management people, the company management people, they think that don't waste even the 1 byte of memory also, because that much precious in companies. Okay. So then why should I want to use when it was showing error? It was showing disadvantage. It was having problem. Okay, now, right. So to overcome this memory wasted problem, the people next introducing what now? Varchar of 2 size. So the varchar of 2 size data type, it's a completely, we can say it is a, it's a variable length. Okay, data type we called. It's nothing but dynamic nature. It's nothing but dynamic. So what does it mean by dynamic? Dynamic means we can change. We can change at your runtime level. Yes or no? At my execution time, I can change it as my wish. So that is what? It's a dynamic nature. And come back to here. Okay. Storing non-Unicode characters in the same pattern. 1 char is equals to 1 byte. And your maximum size, how much here means there are 4,000 bytes. Okay. There are 4,000 bytes. Okay. But here I said dynamic. So your dynamic means what now? Okay. So simply we can say changing of your variable length or size, whatever it is. For example, the same example, I will take it now. Let me see. So when I was using here and applied on my EMP name, so varchar 2 of 10 size I was given now. So here also very important point, observed. Here size, how much I was given here? The 10 size. 10 size I was given means how many number of characters can I store? Again 10 only. It's very important. Here we can't store more than 10. Here also we are storing 10 only. But in that 10 bytes of memory, the memory allocation, how it was means it is a dynamic allocation. So many students are confusing what now? Here I'm giving 10 means they're thinking that I can change means I can go for 11, 12 characters also. Nothing. So here how much you size, that means size was mentioned here. That size only, it will take a characters. But what happened here, the 10 bytes of memory is allocating to your string expression. In which way? Dynamically allocation, not a static allocation. Static means what? How much is there? that much give it. That is called a static. Dynamic means what? How much is there? Not that much. Your requirement basis that much allocate. That is called a dynamic. So this here also I can store only 10 characters of name. I can't store more than 10 characters. But how it is? Let you see. Suppose I just given here hello. The hello is also accepted here. Nothing problem. Okay, now here also accepted nothing. But this hello purpose, let you see. Okay, how many characters your hello? 5 characters. So that means it was occupied how many bytes? 5 bytes. It is allocated how many bytes? 5 bytes. So occupied 5 bytes and system allocated how much bytes? 5 bytes only, not 10. But here what happened? You can see here 5 bytes, but system is allocated how much here? 10 bytes. But here 5 bytes and system also allocating 5 bytes only. So now tell me, do you have any wastage? No wastage. How much you want it, that much only allocate here. Okay, right. For example, let me see one diagrammatical explanation. Still some people are having some little bit confusion. Okay, then we will go for some diagrammatical explanation here. Okay, let me see. So this is fixed length data type and this is variable length data types. Can you see the carefully observed in this diagram how the memory allocations are happening here? You can understand. Okay, now you can see. So carefully observe and observe. So here I was given in the same pattern. Okay, if you want to see this first, okay, static data type and observe. How much data, how much size I was mentioned here? 10 size for my name column. And here 10 bytes are allocated for your name. And here the name is hello. Hello purpose, it was allocating 10 bytes now. So 10 bytes out of 10 bytes, there are 5 bytes are occupied here. And the remaining 5 bytes will be wasted. And here hell is also allowed here. And hell purpose, it was allocating again 10 bytes. See, the number of bytes are not changes. Allocation is same, 10 bytes, but occupied here 3 bytes and the remaining bytes are wasted. And here for he purpose allocating again 10 bytes, okay, and occupied 2 and remaining bytes are wasted. So this is what we called wastage of memory. Understanding now? This is wastage of memory. And why it is called as a static? Why the people called it as a static means, can you see one point here if you want to check it out? Okay, here hello expression purpose, how many bytes? Here hell expression purpose, how many bytes? Here he expression purpose, how many bytes? Now tell me, allocation of memory changes or not change? Change or not change? Not change. That means how much the user was given here 10 for each and every name, for each and every expression, it was allocating 10 bytes only. So now tell me the memory size here change or not change? Not change. This is called as a static. This is called as a static. Understand now? So now memory wasted. Fine. Come back to varchar 2. In varchar 2, I was given the same 10. size, and hello is accepted. But hello is having how many characters here? The 5. Then how many bytes? 5 bytes only. But size is how much? 10. Allocation how much? 5. Okay. Here hell, how many? 3. How many bytes? He, how many bytes? So that means for first expression purpose, my size is 10, but allocating 5. My second expression purpose, allocating 3. My third expression purpose, allocating 2. Now tell me, the size is changed or not changed? Changes. Based on your name, the memory allocation or the memory size will be changes. So this is what we called dynamic nature. Now, confront, are you clear this point? Yes. Why it is called a dynamic and why it is called a static? Okay. Now, so this is the differences of okay, char and varchar. Okay, now varchar, two expressions differences here. Okay. Now, so but here in this two data types, which type of characters I can store here? Non-Unicode characters. That means only which language? English language culture data can only store it. Okay, now that's why. So suppose if you need to store some other languages, okay, then we can use what now? Unicode data types. And now we can see n char of size. When you come back here, n char of size, it's a quite okay, the similar to char, but where it is different, you can see. So this is also, I just give it here. Fixed data type. Okay, fixed length data type as usual. Okay, and static nature. But here the data storing which kind of data? Unicode. That means universal supported characters, and that too, what is this here? National. So national characters will be accept. But the same thing, 1 char is equals to 1 byte. Okay, and here maximum size how much here? 2000. So now you can tell me guys here, it is also fixed length means again same problem now? Yes or no? Yes, again memory wastage problem. So to avoid that problem, then what the people was introducing here? N varchar. Okay, 2 of size. Okay, n varchar 2 of size. So now same as it is what? Variable length data type. So variable length data type. And now it was storing which case characters? Unicode, 1 char 1 and byte. Okay, and here memory save. And now the same thing is happened. But here some people are asking, sir, when it is a static nature, then where we can use this data type? Okay, now, so where we can use this data type means, yes, we can use this data type in which cases means, for example, your storage of data is also static data. For example, mobile number is there. How many digits mobile number? 10 digits. More than 10 possible? Less than 10 possible? So that means, can I say my mobile number length is fixed now? Is it fixed or not? Yes, the length is fixed here. The length is fixed here. So that kind of data, in case when you go to inserting level, when you go to storing level, if that kind of data is there, yes, definitely there you can use a character data type. Okay, so but in real time, data is not static. Data is always dynamic. Maximum data dynamic. Very, very, very less data having static. Okay, so that's why which data type mostly we are using? Varchar 2 or char? Varchar 2 mostly we are using that. Okay, so that's why the varchar is very important, and maximum we are using this one, and in the national wise this one. Okay, na varchar 2 either non-national and national, these both are very oftenly the people are using in their projects. Okay, na right. So this is what we called as here. And come to the next data type. What is the next data type? Long data type. Right down. Okay, fine. And let me come the next data type here, long data type. So what is long data type? Here observe. So long data type is also called as, guys, here, okay, it is also called as a variable length data type, and it is called as dynamic nature. And the advantage of long data type is what now? It will be store the both kind of characters. So storing here non-Unicode characters, and also Unicode characters. The both characters will be stored in this data type column. Okay, and every character, as usual, one char is equals to 1 byte. But your maximum size you can see. Can you identify here in my character data types? What is the maximum size? What is the maximum size? 4,000. So that means character data types capacity up to 4,000 bytes of memory and characters only accepted. Understand now? But more than 40, okay, more than 4,000, if you want it here, then you have to go for long data type. So long data type maximum size is here. How much here? 2 GB. So 2 gigabytes of memory allocations. Okay, now? So now here observe. Sir, when I'm using this long data type, how the memory is allocated means, here observe carefully. Suppose I want to take some name, e-name, and I was applied here long. So yeah, that's it. I didn't mention the size here because by default, how much here? 2 GB. But we can't mention like this, okay, 1 GB, we can't mention. It's a simply long. The long, the default memory is how much? 2 GB. It's a fixed memory. Sorry, what memory? Dynamic memory. So now we applied long this. Okay. But suppose you can see, if I'm going to insert one expression into this LO, now expect here, how much memory is allocating for this LO? 5 bytes. Out of how many? 2 GB. So out of 2 GB memory, just allocating 5 bytes only. But yeah, remember, so many people thinking that complete 2 GB is allocated. No, because it is not a static. If it is a static, then whatever you expected, the 2 GB memory is allocated. Then 2 GB memory is allocated means how many bytes are wasted? So many. Yes or no? Because 1 gigabyte is equals to how much? 1024 megabytes. So 1 gigabyte is equals to 1024 megabytes. Here, how many gigabytes? 2 gigabytes. 2 gigabytes means 1024 into 2. How much? Something. So that many megabytes. Again, that megabytes you can convert into kilobytes. How much again? 1 megabyte is equals to again 1024 kilobytes. So 1024 kilobytes into how many megabytes here? 2 megabytes, 1024 megabytes. Yes or no? Again, kilobyte is equals to 1 kilobyte is equals to 1024 bytes. So now see how much memory? Lakhs. How many bytes? Lakhs of bytes. Understand na? Byte here. So 1 kilobyte is equals to 1024 bytes. 1 megabyte is equals to 1024 kilobytes. 1 gigabyte is equals to 1024 megabytes. So now this GB you need to convert into bytes. Then it will be 2 lakhs above, na? Yes. So that suppose approximately 2 lakhs bytes. Out of 2 lakhs bytes, how many bytes allocating here? Only 5 bytes. Suppose it is a static, then 2 lakhs bytes are allocated. So 2 lakhs bytes minus 5 bytes, remaining how much? 1,99,995 bytes are wasted. Concept understand now? That is what 2 GB. That means 2 GB means not at a time 2 GB. If it is giving at a time 2 GB means this much bytes are wasting. That means almost 1 GB memory unnecessarily wasted. But that 1 GB memory, if you purchase minimum 300 rupees, 400 rupees. Yes or no? So that is what. So here also calculation will be giving like this. Okay, now? Right. So now here hello is accepted, and hello purpose allocating how much here? 5 bytes out of how much? 2 GB. Okay, out of 2 GB, but here bytes are only 5 bytes only allocated out of 2 GB, not all 2 GBs here. Okay, right. If it is 2 GB means, as per our calculation, there is a 1,99,995 bytes are wasted. Okay, right. So now this is long data type advantage here. So your advantage is what? Now both kind of characters I can store. Local language, localized data, as well as globalized data. And memory wise, more extension here. Okay, right. Next one. What is the next one? Come on. Data types. So data types. So these data types are, guys, storing what kind of information it will be stored means it will store date and time information. Date and time information. Okay. Now here, okay, maximum the whatever the data types are there. What is the range of your data types? Okay, what is the range? So the range will be, okay, range. Okay, what is the range of date means? From 01 Jan, okay, 47112. That means 4712 BC. BC means what? Before Christ. Okay, to 31st December 9999 up to AD. What is the AD? Anno Domini. Okay, na? So year AD. That is called as a time intervals, BC and AD. So that means 4712 before Christ, January 1st. From there to how much I can store? 31st December 9999. Sorry, 9999. So now that much range of data I can store it. Now this is which year? 2022. There my range is how much? 9999. Maybe we don't know human being is there or not there. So now where the situations came, okay, the Ukraine and Russia, because of those two people purpose, entire the world is suffering. Naresh Shetty also suffering. Okay, na? So we don't know what it was happened. In the last 2 years, we are all are suffering with the corona. So many of our friends are missing. Is that no? So that was slowly we are come outside from that. Again, these people are started. Is that no? Just now only all countries that little bit improvement of their business, the human lives. Is that no? Everyone come outside and doing their works. Is that no? Again, they are started. See, if anything is happened, third world war. Third war will come. The third war will come means 9999. What it is? Maybe 2025. Close it. Is that no? Okay. So the situations, bad luck. Okay. Anyway, so here I have a range to store how much here? 9999 year. Up to there, I can store my data expression. Okay, now so that is the range of your data type. Okay, fine. And now, so in this data types, guys, here there are two kind of data types are there again in this. The first one is called as a date data type, and the second one is called as a time stamp data type. Time stamp data type. Okay, right. So your date data type, here observe, this data type will be stored. Okay, so date and also time information. Okay, okay, time information, but here time is a optional, guys. Time is what now? Optional. So time, suppose user is not inserted, if user is not inserted time, okay, and by default your date data type will take time. What is the time here? Observe. So if user is not inserted time information, then automatically, if user is not insert time information, then system, system, okay, will take, the system will take time by default. By default, what is that? 00:00:00. What is this? AM. Otherwise, even though we can say 12:00:00 AM. So because we know that the midnight 12, your day is end and your day is started. So by default, it will be taken out when you are not inserting time. Okay, now, right. So this is what we called. And now here observe. So in our Oracle, whenever you want to inserting the date information, so in which format your date data type will be accepting. Understand now? So now we can observe here by default format of the default format of date in Oracle is what is the default date? Means open single quotes compulsory DD. Okay, so DD means day dash MON, month dash and YY. So this is default the format of Oracle. Okay, now. So now here you can insert, even though YYY also you can insert, but still it will take it out because it is a default. Either last 2 digits or 4 digits you can send it, but storing format is what now? In the 4 digits only storing. Either 2 digits you can send, 4 digits you can send. Internal memory it was storing in the 4 digits format. Okay, right. And now you can see this. Suppose here DD means what I said here. Okay, it called as a day. The date or day. Okay, otherwise date I can say date. And the date must and should be 2 digits format. How many digits? 2 digits format. Date should be date in 2 digits. Okay, here MON means what now? Month. The first 3 characters, here observe, the first 3 characters of month spelling. First 3 characters of month spelling. YY is called as the last 2 digits. The last 2 digits of year. Okay, now otherwise you can use YYYY. It's called as what now? 4 digits year. 4 digits year. Okay, so now this is what we called as, guys. Okay, for example, here observe. So if I want to send the date today, what is the today date? 23 dash which month? March. March spelling first 3 characters MAR. That's it. But don't send like this. If you are sending like this, your Oracle will not accept this one. Okay, now. So what is the default format of date? MAR. Okay, now this one. Okay, next 2022. So you can use 2022 or else 22 and close your single quote. So this pattern, your data can be or date can be accepted by Oracle. This is called a default, I said. Suppose this date format you need to change. Okay, you need to change in the different levels, then we can change, but not directly. There we are using some functions. With the help of some function, I can change my data formats. Okay, now that how it is in coming soon, in coming sessions, we will understand. But your date data type column, careful observe, date data type column will only accepting in this format only. Understand now? For example, okay, suppose one of my column I designed date of join in my table. So date of join, which data type? Date data type. If I'm giving like this, suppose here I will insert some expression, open single quote, 2303. If I send 2022, if you send this, what happened? It is not allowed. Understand my point now? Now, if I send the same thing, okay, 23-MAR March and 2022. So it will be, what do you say? It is allowed. Difference understand now? Here, month is which format here? Digit format. Digit format not allowed. Which format? Character format is allowed. And one more very important thing. Suppose are you sending? So now I'm sending here 23 March and what I said 22. It is also allowed. It is also allowed because 2 digits format also allowed. But guys here, suppose are you sending now? Okay, 23, okay, March 2022. If I'm sending now, what do you say? Allowed or not allowed? This is not allowed. Anybody expect why? Single quotes. Single quotes are mandatory. Understand na? Without single quote, even though we are sending correct format without single quote, but it doesn't allowed. Okay, single quotes are compulsory. Understand na? This is what. And this is what we called as here data and default format. Okay, and what is what I was explaining. But this data type, how much memory will internally occupied here? How much memory will internally occupied here? Means it is occupied. It is occupied. How much memory? 7 bytes of memory. And this 7 bytes is called as what? Fixed memory. 7 bytes are how much here? Fixed byte memory. For example, integer data type is there. In your Java, integer data type, how much memory? 4 bytes, huh? 4 bytes. Yes or no? So my doubt is, sir, that 4 bytes can I change? Integer is equals to 4 bytes of memory given. Okay, now? Can I change that was? Java students, .NET students. Can we change 4 bytes? No, huh? So that means, are you saying that when you declaring like here, int x, declaration of variable, same, huh? Yes or no, guys? What I declared here? X variable I declared. Which type? Integer type. That means how much memory allocation for this X? 4 bytes or 2 bytes? Sure. So that means integer is a fixed memory will allocation, 4 bytes. But can I change? We cannot change. We cannot change it. Same to same. Here also, how many bytes? This memory, never. Once you applied your data type on your column, then for this column, how much memory allocation? 7 bytes allocation. And that was fixed. And the memory allocation, how it was, sir, means, here observe. Here it will taking here 1 byte for day purpose. Here it will take here 1 byte for month purpose. And here it will take here 2 bytes for year purpose. How much here? 1 plus 1, 2 plus 2, 4. And what is optional? Hours, minutes, seconds. Hour purpose, 1 byte. Minutes purpose, 1 byte. Seconds purpose, 1 byte. Total, 7 bytes. Because your time is what? Optional. If user is not inserting time, by default system will take what? 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Hours, 1 bytes. Minutes, 1 bytes. Seconds. So this is memory allocation for your date. And when using date data type on your column, internal memory allocation this. And total 7. And here I can't change. Understand? Na? This is what. So this is date data type we called. Come to timestamp. So what is timestamp, sir? Okay, and what is the differences between date and time? Here a small difference is there. Okay, timestamp data type storing. Okay, so date and time information. Okay, so along with milliseconds. Along with what now? Milliseconds. But can you see your data type? It was storing date information and time information, but here having milliseconds? No. So that means the data type is not storing milliseconds. It was storing up to seconds only. But milliseconds I can't hear. I can't capture. I can't hold it. Okay. I can capture hour, minute, and second only I can capture. But milliseconds I cannot capture it. Okay. But you wanted milliseconds, then you have to use what now? Timestamp. That is only the difference. Okay. Now later here same. But this memory, how much it will be occupied means it occupied total 11 bytes of memory allocating here. And this is also we called as a fixed memory. This is also we called as a fixed memory. So how it is, sir? Let me come out and see. First dd dash mon dash yy or else YYY. Next hours, next minutes, next seconds, next milliseconds, and close. Okay now? Right. So now here, day 1 byte, month 1 byte, year 2 bytes, hour 1 byte, minutes 1 byte, seconds 1 byte, and how much milliseconds? 4 bytes. So 7 plus 4, 11 bytes. Okay. So milliseconds. Milliseconds purpose memory allocation is 4 bytes will take. And tell me 1 second is equals to how many milliseconds? 60. 1 second I'm asking here. 1 second is equals to how many milliseconds? 1000 milliseconds. What here? Time also not know. That is called a blindly follow. 1 hour is equals to 60 minutes. 1 minute is equals to 60 seconds. 1 second is equals to 60 milliseconds. No, somebody is following like this. Hour is equals to 60 minutes. Minute is equals to 60 seconds. Then they're thinking 1 second is equal, sir, 1 second is equal to 60 milliseconds. So many people thinking like that. Yes or no? Because all are 60 now. So seconds also 60 only. Wrong. 1000 milliseconds. Okay, now? Right. So now this is timestamp the data information. So what is your difference means? Milliseconds are additionally adding. Date data type, timestamp data type difference is what? Milliseconds are additionally adding here. Okay. For that purpose, additionally, how much memory again? 4 bytes of memory given for us. and total 11 bytes memory. And it is also fixed memory. You cannot change. Understand now? So now, so these are the data types. What is the next one? The two more is there. Raw, longra, and lob. Right. The next one is called as a raw and longra. Raw and longra. Now you can observe. So guys, here these data types are storing binary format, okay, data. So here what is binary format means? Like a image file, like a audio file, like a video file. So whenever you want to upload image file into database, audio file into database, video file into database. So at this moment, how your image will be stored, how your audio will be stored, how your video will be stored means, so these things are internally, your database is going to be converted into which format? Binary format. So the binary format of data is nothing but which format? 01, 01, 001, 01, 01, 001. This format will be storing your data. Not image will never store. Image will be converting into binary. Binary will be stored. Audio file converting into binary. Binary data stored. Video file. So you are uploading file, but converting binary, storing into binary format. Understand now? So that is what. But this conversion, who will do, sir? I want to do conversion, or your database server will take conversion, means your database server will take a conversion. So we don't want to do any conversion. We are just uploading our image file. But when it will be moving, transferring to database, first that file will be converted into which format? Binary format. Then binary format will be stored. Okay, right. So that is what we called as a raw and a longra. But the differences of these two data types, what, sir? Okay, so here raw data type, maximum storage capacity 2000 bytes, and longra capacity. Okay, longra capacity, how much here longra capacity here? 2 GB is a longra. So raw is a 2000 bytes of binary store, and longra is a 2 GB binary will store it here. Okay, so this is raw and longra data types we called. Okay, and the next one is called as a lob data types. The lob data types, okay, here lob stands for what I said, large objects here. There are few data types in this, in the lob case, and very oftenly we are using. First one is called as a C lob. First one is called as a C lob. Yes, C lob. C lob, what it will store, sir, means first of all, it stands for character large object. It stands for. So C lob stands for what? Character large object. And it will store. What it will store means here non-Unicode characters, okay, will be stored. But here some people are asking doubt, sir, non-Unicode characters already be stored by using which data types? Varchar, char data types are there, right? These are also storing what? Non-Unicode. Then, but here the problem is what now? Capacity, how much? 4000 bytes. But character capacity, CLOB capacity, your maximum size is, okay, how much here? 4 GB. So same, but extension of memory. Okay, this is what. So that means here carefully observe. Okay. One is starting of your character in the, okay, otherwise final I will explain that. Okay, conclusion I will give it. Okay, now, right. And next one you can say NC lob. NC lob. Can you expect what is the stand for? National character large object. Okay, fine. And it will store. Can you expect what kind of data stored? Huh? Yes, of course. Unique code, it will be universal characters and maximum size is 4 GB. And the next one is called as the third, another one. Okay, that is called as a blob. So blob stands for, okay, binary large object. Binary large object. And what it will store? It will store, what is that? Image, audio, and video files. Okay, video file. And what is the maximum size? Is 4 GB. Okay, right. So now final conclusion here, observe. If you see this conclusion, you will get, okay, clarity on the data types. Okay, observe carefully. Suppose guys here, if I want to store, okay, the non-Unicode characters, okay, now what is my conclusion of this? Okay, observe. The starting of range is called a CHAR. CHAR of size, how much guys? How much? 2000 bytes. Okay, no? Right. And come to this extension of CHAR. What is that? Varchar 2 of size. It is an extension. How many? 4000 bytes. See, the data type enhancements. Understand na? Next, to this enhancement, what next? Long. How much? 2 GB. Memory enhanced na? And finally, what is that? CLOB. How much? 4 GB. This is, but these are all are supported to store non-Unicode characters. But various differences means their capacities are differences. Their storage memories are differences. Okay, character 2000 bytes memory only allocate. More than 2000 not possible. Next we are using varchar. Varchar after long after CLOB. Okay, this is non-uni. And the next one is called as what? Unicode characters. The final conclusion. The conclusion, observe all of you, clearly understanding. What is that? First one is what? N-char of size. How much? Here, 2000 initially. This extension is what? N-varchar of size. How much extension? 4000 bytes. Next, what next one? Long, because long is supported both types of characters, Unicode, non-Unicode. That's why I'm taking here. So long, how much here? 2 GB. What next? N, C, LOB, national, yes or no? How much here? 4 GB. This is Unicode character extensions of their memories. And the next one is called what? Binary data. So binary data initial is what? Raw. How much? Raw how much? 2000 bytes. Next one is what? Long raw. How much? 2 GB. And what is the next? blob. Blob means what? Binary large object. What is the capacity? 4 GB. Okay, these are comes under binary data types. Okay, fine. So these are the complete data types, guys, here, which is or which was supported by your Oracle database. Okay, and now you want to design for any table, you should use these data types only whenever you want to design in your table. Okay, so now let me come. So now, as per this data type knowledge and awareness, now tell me, can I create a table now? Can I create a table now? Okay, let me start create how to create a table. Okay, take it this up to here. Already you taken now. So create command is my first command of DDL. So what we said, this command use it for to create a new database objects in Oracle, and those are either tables, views, synonyms, etc. And otherwise, you can say this command is used to create a new table in Oracle. And whenever you want to create a new table in Oracle database, this is the formula you should remember. And what is the formula here? Create table, table name, and pass your column names. Okay, for every column, whenever you want to define, must and should be required. What? Data type is needed for every column defined purpose. Okay, right. So let me come out and see. Go to your SQL Plus. Now come back here and see it. So first, yesterday already, I think last session we created what? User. What is our username? MyDB 11 AM. And now onwards, I don't want its system. System, I don't want it because myself already I created my own user. So whatever I'm doing now, the storage, manipulations, processing, security, that all I can give it on my user. Okay, but system is just for admin. So whenever you need any permission, that means MyDB 11 AM user is needs any permission, then only system administrator request is I want it. Otherwise, I don't want it a system user because myself already I created my own user. Okay, now. So this user is need any permission in the future. If MyDB 11 AM user is need any permission in the future, then only I will request to system administrator. Otherwise, no need for system. Concept understanding now? So that's why I'm going to take here. So MyDB 11 AM. So that's why I'm telling that everyone create your own usernames. It's a better for you. Don't go for system because he's administrator. Okay, and you will get a lot of confusion. Okay, guys, successfully we connected. After connected, let you tree. I want to see this whether in this user do you have any tables means I have to check out. I already said now. List of tables. How to see my list of tables? Select a star from tab. So what it was happened? Do you have any tables in this MyDB 11 AM user? No, it was showing no rows. And let me start. I will create table. What is my table name? For example, student ID. Here I'm giving integer data type. Carefully focus it. What I was given? Integer. Carefully keep it. So next S name, char of some size I was given 10. Initial I'm showing. Student fee, I'm using what now? Number, precision 6 and scale 2. Precision 6 and scale 2. That means, what is your expression? Any expectation? Amount, tell me. How much amount can I store? Precision 6, scale 2. Think now, how much amount can I store? Don't so like this. Tell me, amount, tell me. Student fee column, how much amount can I store? 0 paisa to 0 paisa to 9,999.99 paisa. Nowadays, you know, na? Yes or no? 99 paisa, 1 rupee, 99 paisa, 99 rupees. Yes or no? So, if I'm giving 6, 2 means total number of digits 6. Right side digits 2. Understand? Na? So 9999. 9,999.99. Total how many digits? 6 digits are came. That is your limitation. So that means in the student fee column, 10,000 rupees I want to store. Is it possible? 10,000 rupees. No. Why, sir? 10,000 rupees just converts your currency 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. 0.00. Here how many? Here how many? Total. But here my precision. 10,000 is not allowed. If I wanted 10,000 to store, what I want to change there? 7, 2. 7, 2 means how much amount I can store? 0 paisa to 0 rupee to, come on, 99,999.99. 99,999.99. Total 7 digits na? Right side 2 digits na? Satisfied. Suppose if I want to store 1 lakh. Can I store here? 7 store? No. Then what I want to change? 8. Understand the concept? Like this you have to count here. Okay, right. So now this is one table I'm creating, guys, with these data types. But carefully observe here student ID column, which data type I was given? Integer. Okay, fine. But what it was happens to here first of all, whether this MyDB 11 AM user is created or not, first check out. What happened? MyDB 11 AM user is have a right to create a table or not? No rights. See, security is there now. We can't do anything. Everything is a permission. I said connectivity, permission. Create a table, permission. Insert data, permission. Update data, permission, like this. Okay. So I have a knowledge of create command. I have a knowledge of data types, but I tried. But what happened still? I am unable to create. It was showing what? What is error? Insufficient privileges. What it was showing? Insufficient privileges. Privileges means permissions, rights. Okay. And you don't have it. You means who? Which user? MyDB 11 AM user is not having the privileges to create a new table in database. Clear na? So then how to create, sir? Now tell me, now what I need now? Who I need now? Who I need? Admin I need. So now I want to send a request to admin. Administrator, so please give me permission. I want to create a table. Okay, na? So now in this case, again, we request to administrator. Now here, again, administrator need is, okay, necessary, administrator, the what we can say help is we required here. Okay, to create our table. Okay, but how to take? That was, we will see in tomorrow. Okay, na? Tomorrow we will see this one. Okay, and tomorrow onwards, your main practicals are started, guys. And one more thing, if anybody, they don't have a laptops and system, don't worry. Naresh IT already providing labs in Reliance Fresh, 5th floor, I think so. You can go and practice there. Okay, understand now? Okay, right, guys. So already yesterday, can you check it out? Your got it yesterday? Introduction to Oracle file. Okay, yes. So yesterday, again posted, guys, here. Introduction to Oracle. Okay, PDF file, the main material, you got it. And can you see below, up to running notes also I send it. The complete yesterday. Okay, from starting to yesterday class, complete running notes also we are uploaded here. Okay, and today data types running notes and data type main notes you will be uploaded into your Google class. Okay, now, right, guys? So thank you so much.